All right, so for this last video, we're going to determine the area of each given triangle on the coordinate plane. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So let's take a look at triangle ONE. It is not as straightforward as the previous examples because this triangle is rotated a little bit. So there's no side that lies flat on the x-axis direction. So there's no flat horizontal line. So when this is the case, there are a couple ways we can do it. The other video is up on the website where I choose one of these sides to be the base, and then I calculate a perpendicular height by using the distance formula. It gets very complicated really fast. So then we figured out there's another way to do this, and I want to show you this way. So this is the better, well, in my opinion, better because it's faster way, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it a little bit better than the other video that I recorded. So to calculate the area of this triangle, we're actually going to calculate a few areas and then subtract them. So let me show you what I mean by that. So around this triangle, I want you to draw the rectangle that fits this triangle. So I'm going to start from N, that's the side on the left. Just going to draw a line over this way. And then between O and E, O is a little bit more to the right, so I'm just going to draw a vertical line here. All right, what's my highest point? It's O. What's my lowest point? It's E. Okay, so you can see that I've enclosed the triangle inside a rectangle. So it's tightly and neatly packed inside this rectangle. And I'm going to erase these extra little lines just because it makes it look a little bit cleaner. So now you can see our rectangle. Okay, good enough. All right, so with this rectangle, I want us to calculate the area of the rectangle, which would give us, the entire area of the rectangle. And then to calculate specifically just O and E, you would take that blue area that I just highlighted, and you're gonna subtract this triangle and subtract this triangle and subtract this triangle. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the area of the rectangle minus the area of the yellow triangle minus the area of the purple triangle minus the area of the green triangle. So let's calculate the area of the rectangle. Oops. That's what I meant to do. Rectangle. So the rectangle's area is literally just base times height. So the base is 3, 4, 5. Wait, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. And then the height is 6. Okay, so 5 times 6, and that gives us 30. So the area of the rectangle is 30. What about the area of yellow triangle? So that is this one over here. This yellow triangle, well, we want to calculate a base times height and then divide it by 2. Remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, I'm going to call this the base because it's how wide it is, which is 5. And the height, which is 4. And if you multiply that together on your calculator, you will get 10. Okay, what about, let's do the purple triangle. Purple triangle, we want 1/2 base times height. So let me erase that because it's just kind of in our way a little bit. Remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, here's the base. This is 4. And what about the height? 2. So it's 1/2, 4 times 2, which is 4. Okay, and so let's take a look at our last triangle, this green triangle. And to calculate that, it would be 1/2 base times height again, because that's the formula for a triangle. And so we have 1/2, the base, that's this little bit, that's 1. And then the height we already have labeled, it's the same as the height of the rectangle, that will be 6. And so 1/2, 1 times 6, that would be 3. Okay, So now to finally get the area of the original triangle that we wanted, all we have to do is take the area of the rectangle, which is 30, subtract the areas of these three triangles. So minus 10, minus 4, and minus 3. So that would give us 30 minus 10 is 20, and then you subtract a 4, that would be 16, and then you subtract 3, and that gives us 13. This is your final answer. All right, so I want you guys to try number, whatever number this is, 6 on your own, and then we'll come back and see if you got it right. So try that on your own first. Okay, so we're gonna see if you got it right. Don't worry if you got it wrong. This is still pretty new for all of us, so let's take a look. Okay, so that's my leftmost point, and then on the right, okay, on the top, and on the bottom. Okay, so there's my rectangle. Let me erase everything else that's extra. Close enough. All right, so now we got our rectangle. Let's calculate our rectangle. So for our rectangle, it's base times height. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and then the height, also 6. Okay, so 6 times 6 equals 36. So the area of our rectangle is 36. And let me color some triangles in. Let's do a yellow one up here because why not? And then let's do the green one over here. Let's do the purple one over here. Okay, let's first calculate the yellow one just because. Yellow triangle. All right, so for this one, we want 1/2 base times height. It's okay if your base and height are switched from my base and height because it doesn't matter what order you multiply in. So I want to use this as the base, and that's 6. All right, let me write 1/2 base times height. So it's 1/2, and the base was 6, and then the height 4. And it's okay if you wrote 4 times 6, not 6 times 4. It literally doesn't matter. So if you multiply this out, you'll get 12. All right, so that's our yellow triangle. Let's take a look at the purple triangle next. Remember, it's always 1/2 base times height. I got that written down now. So let's do our base. Looks like a 2. What about the height? Looks like 6. So 1/2 times 2 times 6 is just 6. All right, what about our green triangle? Okay, so 1/2 base height because it's a triangle. Here's the base. What about our height? That's our height. And that gives us 4. Okay, so finally to calculate the area of this triangle, the one we originally wanted, you would do the area of the rectangle minus those 3 triangles. So let's do the area of the rectangle, which was 36, minus these 3 numbers, so minus 12, minus 6, wow, that looks messy, and then minus 4. So you can do this on a calculator, of course, but once again, let's subtract them out. 36 minus 12 is 24, and then minus 6 and minus 4, that would be 14. So our final answer is 14. All right, so if you have any questions, please call me over into your breakout room and I will help you out. And by the way, if you think this method is complicated, take a look at the last video I just posted. I am so glad we came up with this way because this way is 3 million times better. All right. Yes, once again, let me know if you have any questions and I would help you right away.